Okay, guys, so here's number 2. We're going straight into it. We're going to be solving a system of linear equations using the elimination method. And it's negative 9x minus 2y equals negative 16 and 18x plus y equals 8. Okay, so then we try to first decide which variable do we want to eliminate. Do we want to eliminate the x's or the y's? So we look to our coefficients, 9 and 18. All right, they're different, but the signs are the same, or the signs are different, which is good. And then we've got negative 2 here and a positive 1y. Um, so we could actually eliminate either one, and because it's just, if I multiply this by 2 I'll get 18, if I multiply this by 2 I'll get 2y, so it doesn't really matter. But let's just try to eliminate the x first. Alright, so if I've got an 18x here, then that means that I need to have a negative 18x up top here. But I've got a negative 9 existing here. So I need to ask myself, what times negative 9 will give me a negative 18? And that's a positive 2. 2 times negative 9 gives me a negative 18. And then I'm going to go ahead and multiply out this 2 times everything else that's in here. So 2 times negative 2y is a negative 4y. And then 2 times negative 16, that gives me a negative 32. Okay? And then I didn't make any changes to the bottom equation, so I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this. Alright, and I'm eliminating my x's, negative 18 plus 18x, and then I've got negative 3y equals negative 24. Okay, negative 32 plus 8. If you forget what operation to do here, put in that sign. If there's no sign, it's positive. Okay, and I'm just solving this equation, and y equals a positive 8. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Alright, so then I'm going to choose which equation to put this into. If I put it into the top equation, let's just do some mental math before we jump right into the equation. If we want to plug 8 into the second one here, I've got 2 times 8, and that equals 16, so I could use that one. That would be fine, and it might zero out nicely here because I've got 16 on the other side. And then I've got a 1y here, and I just plug in 8 here, and I've got 8 on the other side, so it might zero out too. Let's keep it easy. Let's just plug it into the bottom equation. So I've got 18x plus y equals 8, and instead of that y, I'm going to plug in that 8. So it's 18x plus 8 equals 8. And then I'm just going to solve. I'm subtracting both sides by 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. This eliminates or reduces down to 0. 18x. Alright. And we need to solve, and 0 divided by anything is just 0. So I have an intersection point here. At, and then my x is 0, so it's 0, comma 8. And then that's the solution. Okay? So just to recap, we decided to eliminate the x's here, and we did that by multiplying 2 times negative 9 to get that negative 18 to eliminate that positive 18. And we could have eliminated the y's. And the second half of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate the y's. So I'm actually going to start over here. Um, so let's do the same equations, but I want to show you what happens when we eliminate the y's. So we've got negative 9x minus 2y equals negative 16. Um, ugh, I wasn't looking where I was writing, and this looks terrible, guys. Okay, let's try this again. Minus 2y equals negative 16. And then I've got a positive 18x plus y equals 8. So this time we want to eliminate the y's instead of the x's, just to try it out. So shoot. I've got a negative 2y here. And because I've got a negative 2y up top, that means I need to change this y into something else. So if I've got a negative 2y here, that means I need to have a positive 2y underneath. So I ask myself, what times this positive 1y times what will give me a positive 2y? And that's just 2. And we multiply everything out. So 2 times 18 is a positive 36x. And then 2 times y gives you a positive 2y equals 2 times 8 gives me a positive 16y. And then I didn't make any changes to the top, so I'm just literally going to copy down the top equation and then solve. Alright, so I've got 36 minus 9, okay, and that equals a positive 27x. And oh my god. Okay, guys, I just totally caught myself in the middle of a mistake, and I just hit pause for like 2 minutes and tried to figure out what am I doing wrong here, because I should be getting the right answer. And teacher makes mistakes too, guys. This is where it's like, it's important for you guys to know that it's okay to make mistakes, because sometimes I feel like we get so worried about being perfect all the time in math. But you make mistakes, and it's fine, and it was just a stupid multiplication mistake that I made. 2 times 8 is a positive 16. Okay? Not a positive 6. Duh, Miss Gamache. Okay? Negative 16 plus 16 now equals 0. And now I just solved this equation here. And x equals 0. Alright, so now I have x equals 0, and I'm going to plug it into either top or bottom equation. And just to prove to you that you could select the top instead of the bottom, let's just write another equation. So we've got negative 9x minus 2y equals negative 16. So x equals 0, so it's negative 9 times 0 times 0 minus 2y equals negative 16. Well, negative 9 times 0 is 0. So then I'm just left with negative 2y. And then I divide by negative 2, and y equals a positive 8. Alright, so again, I've got that intersection point at, now x goes first, 0, comma, 8. So solve 2 different ways, but you get the same answer. So really, you want to make sure that you choose the easiest to eliminate. This one, it just happened to be either way, either the x or the y ended up being pretty, so it didn't really matter. Alright, so go ahead, work on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This video will help with all of those, okay? So, good luck, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Ciao.